to lift first, right?
Not at all, no.
She had a little bit of a root.
She had a little bit of a root, and I could either have brought it up or take it down, and there's not a lot of dark hair here, so I thought maybe a little bit of darker root makes a match.
And normally, you know, you could go over this with direct dye, but some you couldn't. Like, you could do a bright yellow and have it be really bright.
Yeah.
So it's exciting that you can do all of this in one step, and you don't have to worry about bleaching first. So that's cool. Can't wait to see.
Color combinations. She always does like really gorgeous linear looks, and
in my opinion, it's like one of the best in the industry. So you're welcome.
Thank you so much.
No, it's the truth. I believe it.
So what are you thinking about Trillion Tone so far?
I'm loving it so far. I'm super excited about it.
Are you digging not being able to or not having to lift and deposit?
Yes,
or lift first and then deposit?
Absolutely.
So we'll let you get back to it. I know how it is to be bothered while you're training. So thank you.
But we have Roxy here from Seattle.
Right? Yeah.
So she also is, like I said about Caitlin Ford, one of my favorite stylists in the industry in the world. So she does some really, really graphic. She does really amazing, like organic Aztec tapestry type looks. And I mean, how would you describe it?
I guess, yeah, organic and graphics at the same time.
You gotta follow her. Roxy Jane Hunt. You have to follow her. She's amazing. What's cool about Trillion Tones too, she's doing all of this really cool like graphic design work with all these different colors. When she rinses, there won't be any transfer or bleeding. And check this out. Look at her palette. That's like a true artist for you. Well, color brush? Who needs a color brush? She uses paint brushes. I love it.
Pastels on her legs.
Nice.
I did a root touch up with some oxidated color, and it's just like a smoky grayish something. It's gonna lift a little bit, and I'm trying to push away as much gold as possible. It's gonna there will be a little bit of gold coming off.
Nice.
When we're lifting.
Perfect.
But I don't mind if it's still gonna be like a warm blend to it.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Well, we can't wait to see it.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So that blue around your face is gorgeous.
Yeah.
Okay, but look at this. This model has virgin hair. She originally was going to be mine because I'm greedy, but I had too much going on. And now she is in the very capable and artistic, wonderful hands of Ali. And look at this. This is amazing. It's like a violet color now into peach, into lavender, into pink, rose gold. Is that your
Yeah. I was thinking spring. I like the blues, I like the pastels, and actually I was thinking about the candy you had yesterday. Those pink and the marshmallows.
I love it. Cannot wait to see it.
She's my little marshmallow.
Love it.
So beautiful.
Her little marshmallow, I love it.
Right here, and it actually shows after it. Yeah, right, and then this is
white, and so you know that for sure that you're going to get very little bleeding, if any. So that's always nice and reassuring. So whenever you're using contrasting colors like this, they don't all end up brown.
Yes.
You know, I'm using like colors that will definitely contrast, and if they sometimes bleed together in other lines, they won't pick up, and they'll turn brown. So with this, there doesn't seem like there's any bleeding. And whenever I used it yesterday, 0 bleeding. So that was very
That's the
good.
cool thing, because since they are all muted, it's very easy for them to all begin to look the same.
Yeah, they'll disappear.
Yeah, they all disappear because they're all muted again, and they don't have a ton of pigment. So this way, her target level and tone of these shades, they are what they are. She did this gorgeous color right here. Look at the shine, right? Did you mix it as an oxidative color, as a direct dye, as like a hybrid?
This is 100% virgin hair.
Oh my god, it's that one.
Yeah.
She started out as like what, like a 5'6", right?
Yeah.
Oh
So
my gosh.
This is entirely oxygen.
Holy moly. Okay, I know you're cutting, but I'm gonna have her bend. If you guys come into this route, I was talking about this during the webinar that you guys will probably catch later, but if you see this root, this is a very popular sought after color. It's that eggplant aubergine purple, and she got this in one step by using Trillion Tones as a hybrid color. So a 5 to this, I mean, are you freaking out?
Yeah, it's amazing.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, great. I'm like stoked. Alright, so over here we have Ambrosia Carey from Portland, Oregon.
Hi guys.
And she's doing, what are you doing? We're just like, I'm sick of talking.
That's okay. So I'm doing kind of muted tones. I mix all down my permanent. You guys can kind of take a look at the pattern that I have going on here. So kind of did like a diagonal back sectioning here. This is more horizontal. Playing it with lights and darks. Playing off her natural tone too, not doing any pre-lightening on her. She's got some old highlights here, more level 9. And then down here, she's kind of a 7-8 mix. So it's going to be really fun to see these smoky tones, more earthy looking colors, kind of playing a role with her long hair.
This is a very rough blow dry. So I'm just going to show you a little bit of what's happening here. We definitely have to finish blow drying and smoothing out, but we did a really pretty crimson pink base, and then several shine lines and different things like that with different tones. So I'm excited to see this dry in style, which I'll get to later.
Hey everyone, it's Pinup Jordan here in Finland, and I'm from Scotia, New York, and I own Pinup Jordan's Mermaid Lounge. I flew all the way here to create this beautiful muted pastel look for my awesome model, and she began with level 8 roots and level 10 ends. I didn't need to lighten her at all. We did completely deposit only color on her today. We did a beautiful silver root. We did pastel yellows, teals, blues, pinks, and violets all over. I'm gonna give them a little spin, and you can really see how beautifully blended everything is. It almost looks like a prism, and I'm so happy with how it came out. And I just absolutely love working with Trillion Tones. This is only the second time I've used it. Yesterday was my first time on a mannequin head, so this is my first human head, and I'm so happy with how it turned out.
I'm all the way here in Finland from Los Angeles, and I got to do a lovely model today with Trillion Tones, and it is so gorgeous. I'm so obsessed. I did this blue color with the pastel red and pastel blue, and I did this coral color with the pastel red and pastel white and a little pastel yellow. And then the yellow is the pastel yellow with a little bit of intense yellow and white. And I'll have the alkaline stroke 0 in it, which definitely helps it have more of a translucent type of effect. But yeah, I'm loving it. I've had a blast out here, and I'm just so excited about this color line and so blessed to be here with everybody.
Hi, I'm Paul Callahan from Glasgow, Scotland, and this is Mia, my beautiful model in Finland. Today we used trillium tones. We never lifted our root, we didn't bleach. She had pre-lightened ends and a natural level 8ish root. We used a super smoky grey formula using the pastel black and the pastel red with some clear and alkaline and developer. Like, this line blows my mind. Like, I'm just going to get her to pop her head down a little touch, just so you guys can see the effect that it's had on our root. It's beautiful.
Moi, mä olen Pieta Puhakka ja mä olen Trillium Tonesin kanssa tehnyt jo jonkun aikaa, itse asiassa pari vuotta jo testailuja tuolla itsekseni ja nyt tässä sitten mä sain miesmallin, mikä on tosi hyvä juttu, Joonas. Ja mä halusin tehdä Joonakselle sellaisen suht mä halusin siihen jotain spessua. Mä en halua tehdä häntä liian kirkkaaksi tai liian näyttäväksi tai liian sellaiseksi kovaksi. Mä halusin käyttää vähän Joonaksen omaa luonnollista pehmeitä olemusta tavallaan ideana siinä. Me tehtiin tällainen My Little Pony-tukka Joonakselle. Ja sit kuitenkin, että siinä on sellaista scruffia, katukuskotteluutta ja tollaista. Sitten nyt tällä. Hyvin tällaisia pehmeitä värejä ja sitten siellä on kuitenkin tuosta murrettua tummempaa tuolla tyvessä ja joka puolella. Ja sitten tuohon päälle laitettiin vähän kirkkaampaa heleää tukkaa. Tosi makea oli mun mielestä. Sitä voi vaihdella, että tuolta tulee vähän kellertävämpää sit alta näkyviin. Tykkään ja ilmeisesti Joonaskin.
Kyllä.
Tones to her hair before, like more naturals. So we were talking and discussing a little bit, and she asked me to do more pastel tones, which I thought was really good. So we didn't do any like preparations of pre-bleaching or anything. We've just been working with her naturals. What she did have was like for me, measurement now are centimeters, so about 10 centimeter roots. And I wanted to lift them a little bit, which you actually can do with trillium tones, and that's what I think is really cool. So I lifted her roots about 1.5 steps, and we made it kind of ashy, smoky almost, but still there's a warmth to it, which I really like. So I'm really happy with the results. I think the color is really, really cool when you rinse it. The water is more or less clear while you rinse. So there's a lot of deposit in this color. For me as a newbie in this, I think it's rather easy to work with. Anyone can do it, you can do it. So this was the coolest day ever for me, and I'm just so thankful for being here. So yeah, that's me.
Hello everybody, my name is Anneli Löfgren and I am from Stockholm, Sweden. This was a natural level 9 hair, and I didn't believe those kind of hair existed on grown-ups. But it did on Janette, so I had the honor to let her go from this natural blonde virgin hair to this dusty pink violet in the roots. I put like a root shadow, and I'm mixing trillium tones, white, black and intensive red, intensive black as well. Yes, a little bit of the black, be careful because otherwise it can get too dark. I did use alkaline 0 and 3% peroxide. Then on the length, I was mixing like purple, pink and peach, and I was working like with 3 colors in one part of the hair. So through all the hair I had my root shadow, then I have one color here, one color here and one color here, and often I diluted my color with pure white. And in the peach tones, I diluted it with yellow, like pastel yellow and white together. It makes this beautiful peachy tone. If you turn around. As you can see, she's got a lot of hair. And I also have like this nude and natural tones in here. It looks almost like skin tone. So that makes it very variable. It almost looks like she was born with pink hair.
I'm from Virginia Beach, Virginia, USA. I'm here in Finland working with Trillion Tones, and this is my lovely model. This is her outcome from today's color sesh. Put your head down for me. Her original color was about a level 5 root right here, and then all of this was a pink peach base. We went through with some custom-made pinks, yellows, and blues, and a custom-made purple, all oxidative color, and we did a beautiful color mount, and it covered all of her old color, and it lifted her base to this beautiful plum purple. We gave her a little confetti bang right here, and it covered all of her old color, all in one step, super easy, and I am super excited to keep playing with this line and see what else I can make.
From St. Louis, Missouri. So what I wanted to do today on Amelia was utilize her existing color that she came in with. I didn't want to use any lightener. And what I did at her base was a very violet hue over her existing very warm red tone. And with the violet, I added extra blue to kind of overcompensate and help turn that red into a violet. And after that, I kind of mixed all of the colors going from blue, green, yellow, orange, and pink to create my softer rainbow look. And this is Santori. What I really wanted to use with him was less is more. So I didn't want to use anything super overpowering. I wanted to do something that would hit with a punch. So what we did was a nice little rainbow prism. And I incorporated his eye makeup to kind of fall along with his cheekbone to give that really nice highlight.
Hi guys, my name is Jay Rula and I'm from Las Vegas. So what I did to my model was I did a root, which more of a peachy, warmer root, because I wanted to complement her skin, so I wanted to do the roots. And then I did a melt with a pastel violet and with a pastel pink. So I alternate the colors to get a mixed tone, as you can see. Another thing that I've done for her, turn this way a little bit for me. Look at how beautiful these colors they are. They're so nice and shiny. I mean, she had, so on the top she had virgin hair from here to here, and then the rest was lightened. Her natural root was a level, I want to say 6. So with the Trillion colors, I lifted her hair, so I didn't have to bleach it. I was able to lift with the alkaline, the developer that you mix it with, and that's how I got this color up here, as you guys can see. So it's beautiful, beautiful. It's gorgeous and shiny. And in the front, I did a face framing. Not sure if you can see it there. So I did a face framing in the front, so that way you can just frame her face beautifully. And it complements her skin, and her eyes just pop. If you look at the camera, show me your eyes, honey. Look at all of that. See that? Turn around for me so they can see the back. Look up a little bit. I mean, these colors, they just melt so beautifully. Look at those tones. It's just amazing. And the hair just feels so soft and silky. All right, so let's go ahead and turn around. I cannot stop playing with her hair, you guys. So yep, that's my creation. I hope you enjoy it.
From Portland, Oregon, and this is my first time working with Trillion Tones. I've been really excited about it because I've known a little something about it and I knew it was something different, but I didn't realize how much of a game changer it actually is. So with Trillion Tones, what I love is that it's PPD free, which a lot of people have allergies to that, and I also love that you don't have to pre-lighten the hair, you don't have to bleach the hair. So this is my gorgeous model here, and as you can see, I worked with smoky pastels, and pastels are one of those tones that's really difficult for a hairstylist to use on levels 7, 8, or even 9. So she had 7 at her regrowth, 8 through her mid, and kind of 9 through her ends. And I developed a palette for her that she could actually reflect those pastel tones only by using the alkaline and just adding developer to it. So it's pretty amazing that I didn't have to actually pre-lighten her hair. So I was super excited about that. And I don't know, the response has been amazing. The fact that I didn't have to pre-lighten her hair, I didn't have to spend 2 days with her hair was pretty remarkable, and I am really happy with the results.
Hi, my name is Evie Vincent. I'm here in Finland from Australia, and I'm here to do the collaboration with Trillion Tones. So this is my model, and today we started with a natural base with no colour in the hair at all, and we were able to achieve this result with minimal bleaching. The only lightening that we did was a few tiny pieces around the front with a very low developer, and this was just to give us some highlights and enhance the tones. Everything else that you see, I'm just going to give you a little spin. Everything else that you see through here was all applied to natural colour. So these are the results that you can expect without any bleaching using Trillion Tones. Spin your back around. It's an absolutely amazing colour range, and I'm so thankful to be here using it, and it's a game changer in the industry, and it's definitely going to be in our salon.
Hey, I'm James Masters. I'm from Norfolk in England. I'm here with Trillion Tones. This is my model from today. I've collaborated with Confessions of a Hairstylist. Surprisingly, she has done the cut because she has been trained in that before she started styling. What I've done today is I have done the colour, I've done a darker green base, and I've pulled through an intense yellow, mixed the colours together to get this great neon green. Working with the Trillion Tones, it's been great on her natural colour because I know that I can lift and deposit the colour at the same time, so I haven't had to pre-bleach it or anything like that. I know that it's going to cover up any greys that's in there as well, and the condition of the hair is great. It looks nice and shiny, and it's really vibrant, so I haven't had to do any pre-lightening whatsoever. The ends were already pre-lightened, but that doesn't matter. But yeah, the colours are great. You can literally strip everything back to basics, and you're mixing the colours yourself, which is great. You can use them as a direct dye, you can use them as a permanent colour, and you know that you can mix your permanent and your directs together, and you're not going to lose your pigment wherever you blend them two colours together.
Taylor here. I'm here to talk to you a little bit about my signature line, Trillion Tones by Sim Sensitive. So we had an amazing collaboration with artists from all over the world that were brought here to Finland to create beautiful work using Trillion Tones. So here's one of my models. We have Ida. So I'm going to give her kind of a turn. She has so many hidden panels in her hair. I just wanted to utilize as much as I could to use all the different tones and techniques. So I have a little bit of shine line and sort of like prism action. And then if I turn her around a little bit more, you guys can see more of a dimensional red, maroon, multicolored dimensional tone. And then I'll bring her back around. And honestly, I just feel like this maroon tone goes so well with her eye color and skin tone. I think it suits her very well. So this is my gorgeous model. I hope you guys like it. I'm gonna talk soon about my next model, Yenny, and I hope you guys like it. So for my second model, I actually have Yenny, which is the beautiful face and hair that you see on all of the Trillion Tones literature. She had, the last time I did her hair, she had a beautiful pink and purple melt with all of these internal prismatic sort of rainbow internal panels that I did. And when her hair grew out, she had about 2 or 3 inches of her natural regrowth, which is about a level 8. Kind of turn you here a little bit. And then she had a band of blue, like maybe a sky turquoise, like light turquoise blue. And then everything else was pretty much white. So to do her hair today, I created an eggplant or a wine colored root. I did not use any lightener, which is honestly really amazing for me, and I know it's going to be really amazing for a lot of stylists. I used equal parts black, red, and white. So that was the pigment, the part A. I used the 3% developer, part C, and then I used the stroke 0, part B, alkaline. So very low volume developer, very low alkalinity, and this is what gave me the root that you see here for her plum or wine colored root. Everything else I mix, I'm gonna kind of turn a little bit. Everything else I mixed multiple tones of direct dyes with just a little tiny visible squirt of stroke 0 part B. I actually didn't use developer. That was just my prerogative because I wanted to create more or less a direct dye in her blonde hair that didn't create too much lift but gave me a very translucent result. Honestly, that's my favorite part of this line. The stylist or the artist can create multiple, not only color categories, but tones. So it's up to the artist to create what you want. But the biggest revelation for me and most stylists is that she has 0 regrowth. This is a beautiful transition or gradient from growing straight out of her scalp all the way melted down to her lightened ends. One step, no bleach means healthier hair. It honestly means you saving time and making more money in your salon. So that's how I created her look. I'm gonna turn you a little bit. So the other colors that I used were mostly direct dyes, as I mentioned. I used a turquoise blue. I used a more earthy, muted peach. I used a gray silver, and I used a pink. And then what I did after I added the shadow root of the formula that I mentioned, I emulsified that down into the color of my choice, taking sections about this big, starting from the nape, moving my way forward. So after I had the shadow root on, I would emulsify down the tone that I mentioned, and then when I got to probably the third, if you broke the hair up into 1/3, 2/3, 3/3, the third, I used just white. No ammonia, no alkaline, no developer, just straight direct dye white. And so I emulsified that tone I was using into a gradient or into nothing. So that's why you see her ends being as translucent or as light as they are. And you see a really smooth gradient from dark to light. So that's what we did with Jenny's hair. I hope you guys like it. It actually, for as much hair as she has, it didn't take very long at all. Had we bleached first and then dried and then applied the color, it would have taken probably 6 hours, but application on her took about, I'd say, 1.5 hours. So that's game changing. I think that speaks volumes of Trillion Tones that we haven't had to bleach, not once. So I'm really, really happy for the outcome, and I hope you guys like it too.